Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into Anime Fight, focusing on the traits tier list that can completely reshape how your rotations, combat efficiency, and synergy play out. Traits in this game are more than simple bonuses. They define how your units behave, how your rotations chain together, and even how well you can dominate multi-target engagements. From beginner-friendly options to late-game heavy hitters, understanding these traits is essential if you want to optimize your gameplay and stay ahead of the competition. Whether you're trying to refine timing, improve combo efficiency, or just enjoy experimenting with unique synergies, knowing the ins and outs of every trait is key. Before we dive into the tiers, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a guide, tier list, or gameplay strategy breakdown. Traits are subtle, but mastering them can turn a good player into an unstoppable force. Today, we'll go from C tier up to S tier, analyzing each trait in detail, explaining what makes them tick, and showing you how to maximize their potential in rotations and combat flow. So grab a coffee, settle in, and let's explore the world of Anime Fight traits, from the solid mid-tier performers to the absolute monsters at the top. Now, stepping into C tier, we're looking at traits that provide solid utility without drastically altering your gameplay. They won't dominate rotations or overpower enemies, but they offer a reliable boost for early to mid engagements and provide a great foundation for understanding trait synergy. These are traits that teach timing, positioning, and subtle rotational strategies while remaining forgiving for newer players. Starting with Fortune 3. Fortune is all about luck-based enhancements, giving small bonuses that occasionally tip the scales in your favor. Fortune 3, being the highest of the C-tier Fortune traits, encourages experimentation. You learn how to time rotations and anticipate randomness in battle. While it won't win fights on its own, mastering rotations with Fortune 3 improves your ability to manage unpredictability and maximize small advantages over time. Next is Fortune 2. A step below its older sibling, Fortune 2 is more consistent but slightly less impactful. It allows players to practice rotational patience, as the trait occasionally triggers subtle buffs that must be taken into account for chaining attacks. Players will start to feel how minor advantages can accumulate into meaningful outcomes if rotations are handled carefully. Finally, Fortune 1. The entry-level variant of this luck-based trait is simple and straightforward. It's excellent for learning to observe rotations, manage timing, and see how minor probability-based effects can influence engagement flow. Fortune 1 is about learning the rhythm of the battlefield without being overwhelmed. C-tier traits are a perfect stepping stone, giving enough tactical nuance to prepare players for the more aggressive and versatile options in B tier, while keeping rotations safe and forgiving. Next, we move into B tier, where traits start providing tangible advantages that actively shape your combat flow. These traits allow players to experiment with mid-game rotations, learn advanced sequencing, and refine timing while maintaining strong survivability and offensive utility. B-tier traits aren't game-breaking, but they reward skillful execution and creative synergy. Starting with Swift 3. Swift is all about movement and attack speed. Swift 3 maximizes this trait, giving players a noticeable boost in rotational flexibility. With this trait, you can chain attacks more efficiently, dodge skillfully, and react to enemy actions without losing tempo. It teaches mid-tier rotational management, making you more agile and versatile in both single-target and multi-target engagements. Now stepping into Swift 2. Slightly less potent than its 3 counterpart, Swift 2 still emphasizes mobility and rotational speed. It's ideal for players who want to master timing without relying on overwhelming stat advantages. Swift 2 encourages patience and rhythm in your attack chains, helping you understand the importance of spacing and positioning in complex rotations. Following is Swift Eye. The basic Swift trait is subtle but effective. It's a great learning tool for players just transitioning from C tier, allowing you to feel how incremental speed improvements can compound into smoother, more efficient rotations. Swift Eye is foundational, teaching players to optimize every step, dash, and strike without overcomplicating strategy. Next, we have Clover 3. Clover is all about bonus effects and critical rotations. Clover 3 maximizes your probability-based advantages, allowing you to experiment with chaining high-impact moves while maintaining rotational control. Players can practice calculating risk versus reward, adjusting rotations to take full advantage of situational triggers. Following is Clover 2. Less powerful but more reliable, Clover 2 provides a steady boost to minor chance effects in combat. It's perfect for practicing rotational timing and learning how to integrate small advantages into a broader strategy without over-relying on luck. Finally, Clover Wash. The entry-level Clover trait is ideal for new players transitioning from C tier. It reinforces rotational discipline and teaches subtle anticipation in chain-based rotations. By practicing with Clover YE, players can begin understanding how even minor buffs or triggers affect engagement decisions and outcome efficiency. B tier traits act as a bridge, enhancing mid-game rotations while preparing players for high-level tactical play. With B tier, rotations start to feel purposeful, rewards are tangible, and experimentation is encouraged. Now entering A tier, traits here significantly impact mid to late game rotations. They provide strong offensive and defensive bonuses, allow for fluid combo chains, and reward precise tactical execution. Players mastering these traits can dictate engagements, control rotational flow, and maximize efficiency in almost any scenario. Starting with Vigor 3. Vigor is all about sustained performance. Extra stamina, faster recovery, and improved rotation efficiency. Vigor 3 is the pinnacle, letting players maintain pressure and chain rotations consistently over long encounters. It teaches resource management, timing, and disciplined rotational strategy while giving a noticeable edge against challenging opponents. Next is Vigor 2, a slightly reduced version of Vigor 3. This trait focuses on maintaining solid rotational efficiency without max-level stats. Players learn to conserve stamina, balance attack chains, and optimize rotations under pressure. It's about understanding how endurance influences both timing and strategy during mid to late game engagements. Finally, Vigor 1. The base Vigor trait introduces players to endurance management and rotational awareness. While its impact is subtler, it encourages good habits. Pacing rotations, avoiding overextension, and capitalizing on opportunities with precision. Vigor lays the foundation for handling A-tier rotations effectively. A-tier traits combine strategic depth, rotational mastery, and tactical versatility. Players using these traits can adjust to almost any engagement scenario, coordinate multi-event rotations, and optimize output without losing rotational control. Finally, we arrive at S-tier traits, the absolute elite. These traits don't just enhance rotations, they define late-game dominance. Mastering them allows players to control engagement tempo, chain attacks flawlessly, and maximize synergy with units and abilities across the board. Starting with Strongest. As the name implies, this trait maximizes offensive potential. Strongest teaches players to combine brute force with precise rotation timing. Mastering this trait allows for high-impact engagement sequencing, making every attack count and punishing mistakes ruthlessly. Next is Scholar. Scholar is all about situational awareness and intelligent rotations. This trait rewards careful observation, strategic chaining, and anticipating opponent movements. Players who understand Scholar can manipulate combat flow, control space, and dominate multi-event encounters with superior tactical foresight. Finally, Monarch. Monarch defines rotational supremacy. It combines raw power, precision, and synergy potential into one dominant trait. Players using Monarch can dictate the pace of any engagement, chain attack seamlessly, and maintain control over complex battle scenarios. Mastering Monarch is the ultimate expression of strategic gameplay and rotational mastery. S-tier traits separate casual players from true pros. They allow complete control over rotations, engagement sequencing, and multi-target synergy. Using these traits effectively elevates every aspect of gameplay, from timing to coordination, ensuring you can dominate Anime Fight in style. Anime Fight isn't just about picking the strongest traits, it's about understanding how each one shapes rotations, influences engagements, and affects outcomes. C-tier traits teach foundational skills. B-tier refine timing and mid-game rotations. A-tier traits provide competitive mid to late game advantages, and S-tier traits allow complete mastery and domination. Every trait encourages experimentation, learning, and tactical growth. Whether you're practicing combos, optimizing rotations, or coordinating with teammates, these tiers give you a roadmap to improve your gameplay, refine strategy, and enjoy every moment of Anime Fight.